Because the nice thing about it is, I'm telling you, the people you're selling to, they're local businesses already. Even if you niche out in something, right? Every dentist is a local business in their
Yeah.
own local area. But
Yeah.
then, so think about it. Their customer is local. They
Hmm.
buy a lot of their stuff locally. And so
Hmm.
here you are coming in from outer space saying like, hey, I want you to buy this thing that's not local. You're really forcing a lot of paradigm shift there. I'm going to just say, look, have confidence, get out there and do something today. Figure out like, what can I do right now that's going to make a difference? What's going to move me forward? Even if it's just one step, a half a step, doesn't matter. Like, what are you going to do today to take action?
Hey everyone, my name is Abhit Padhya and welcome to this channel. And I have a guest with me. His name is Shaun Clark. He's the CEO and founder of Go High Level. And I would like Shaun to introduce yourself a little bit because so many people knows you. But in case if anyone don't know, I would request you to introduce yourself a little bit.
Yeah, sure. So I am the co-founder and CEO of Highlevel. We're like an all-in-one CRM, marketing automation, community builder, invoice sending, payments. I have no idea, all kinds of stuff. Platform, helping a lot of people. And yeah, that's me.
Yeah, so you are founder of High Level. It is a all-in-one software for freelancer and agency owner especially. So, like what you have done before High Level, what's your background? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I am technically a software engineer, although like
Okay.
I was never the best software engineer. So but I've always loved how software can help people kind of do real things in the real world. And I also like the fact that on the engineering side, it was the only thing I could figure out where like if you break something, nothing like blows up. You just restart the computer and you're good. So but prior to this, I had another SaaS company helping small businesses collect past due
Mhm.
invoices that I sold. So I sort of have that sort of just a software background in general. It just always in SaaS.
Yeah, yeah, got it. So when you started High Level, in which year?
Oh gosh, let's see, about 5 or 6 years ago now. So whatever that is.
2019, I think.
There you go, 2019. Perfect. You can do better math than I. Okay?
Yeah, so at that time, I think there were also so many tools. So what motivated you to start High Level? Like you want to make
Yeah.
specific agency owners?
Yeah, actually, no, that wasn't initially it at all. So
Oh.
initially, for my last SaaS company, I was working with small businesses, and all of them had the same want and need. They said, "I want more customers," and I was like, "Gosh, I wonder if we could create something to do that." So I hooked up with my original co-founder, Varun, who's still our CTO and co-founder today, and he and I sort of created High Level 1.0. And it was weird because, initially it was really simple. It was like two-way text messaging and reputation management. And we were
Mhm.
selling it out to these small business owners, and they were like, "Yay, I love this, is amazing." And then 2 weeks would go by, and then they would call us and they would cancel. And I was like, "Wait, hold on, what happened? I showed you the demo. It does what it said. Like I don't understand the problem here." And they were like, "Well, we don't have the time to learn how to use it." And,
Oh.
and for two software engineers, that was like the worst thing you could imagine, right? Because it's like I built the thing you said you wanted, I delivered it, and now you say you don't want it, even though you said it. It's like I don't get it, right? And so lucky for us, we got a phone call from a digital agency, and that digital agency was working with a co-customer of ours. And that digital agency kind of came in on a call. We showed them what we were doing, and that they really understood it. And so they
Mhm.
were able to implement it for that one customer, but then they bought it for like all 80 of their other customers. And so that person actually turned out to be Robin Alex, who's our third co-founder today. And he's the guy who really introduced us to this idea that, there's these people called agencies and they're
Mhm.
underserved, and people that really make kind of all the magic really happen in the background. And they don't get a lot of credit for it. So you don't really know that they're there. And so he was the person who sort of opened our eyes to that. And then we immediately shifted to just focusing on that market. And that's, 5 years and 6 years in climate.
Oh, wow. So, like, if I ask you, what is the USP of High Level? So, what you will say? What is the unique
I don't
selling
know what
proposition?
does USP mean?
USP means unique selling proposition. That means what do you think the best
Sure.
feature?
Well, I mean, it's changed over time, right? So initially, it was all right. We started working with agencies, right? And we sort of saw so their initial problem was they were generating a lot of leads, and their clients were
Mhm.
not following up with those leads. So we
Okay.
automated the lead nurture process. So that was our first.
Mhm.
And I think this is really interesting because if you think about it, I mean, where we are today, I could be like, well, we have every feature ever. Like we have all the major features of every major CRM and every major feature,
Yeah.
and it's all in one. But it's like, how do you start, right? So how did we start? We started with one thing. We said, listen, what's your biggest pain point? And they're saying, hey, we're getting fired. We're generating all these leads. We're handing them over. We're getting these leads for like pennies a lead. Like we're doing such a great job, and then we're getting fired for it, and
Hmm.
we don't understand. And so a lot of it was just conversations like, well, what's going on here? And they're saying, well, we were asking the dentist, do you want more leads? And the dentist said yes. And so we ran this ad, we got leads, and we gave them over. I don't get it. So then we're like, okay, well, why is the dentist saying they're firing you if you're doing such a great job? And it turned out that these leads weren't walking through the door of the dental office. And it's like, well, wait a second, why, right? Well, and as you backtrack, what we learned was, well, you fill out an ad on Facebook that says, like, come in for your free teeth whitening or something, right?
Hmm.
But nothing happened. The dentist wouldn't call you or follow up or book an appointment or
Yeah.
whatever. And so we're like, okay, there's the missing link. And so we solved that one problem. And we did this with automated texting, and then we did automated emailing. And then from there, a lot of people want to book appointments. So we're like, okay, let's add appointments. And so we just built up from there. And so that was really our original USP. And then it became, okay, wait a second. Why don't we replace all the tools that marketers are using and agencies and become like the agency operating system? So then we did that. And then from
Yeah.
there, agencies started packaging up what we were doing and selling it to small business. And then we thought, well, gosh, why don't we do that? And so what we did is gradually over time. And today I would argue that good luck finding any platform with as many features as we have in a multi-tenant, white label, resaleable
Yeah.
package anywhere. Doesn't exist. That's our USP today. But for all the people out there, we built up from one USP to where we are today.
Yeah, Sean, I use high level every single day for my business, and I can't live without high level because I use my favorite feature is the automation. For example, like if I have booked the appointment with you, right? And then I
Yeah.
get automated email, text, and I just love that feature because it's so easy to set up. It is super easy to set up.
Totally.
I will ask my all audience to go check out high level and get 30 days free trial if you use my link. And you know what? You will love this. Once you get used to it, you can't leave it. I bet you will not able to leave it. My next question is,
Yeah.
Sean, like in my channel, like there are a lot of agency owners and freelancers. In fact, 90% people are freelancers and agency owners. So they
Uh-huh.
are, yeah. So the major problem they are facing is to become a generalized like agencies or to choose a specific niche. So what do you suggest to them?
Do not choose a niche. Well, actually, choose one, but the one I would choose is always the same. The one that's right out your front door. Choose local, right?
Local.
Because what most people, when I look at the vast majority, so a couple of things. One, forget high level, like before we had software and this and that, and resell and white label. Not when I would talk to like agencies, there's two camps. So this is
Mhm.
back in the I sell Facebook ads and and I'm niche down in dentist, blah 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 blah. The guys who did the niche down in dentist or any niche, their churn rates were horrible. The
Mhm.
local digital agency, they had no churn, zero all the time. Now they both had different challenges, right? So the niche guy churn all the time. The local guy, he would like ceiling out. He would like, I've sold marketing to everybody in town. Now what? So two different challenges, but churn was not the challenge of the local agency. And so today, when you want to start something new, walk out your front door, and you also have a lot of things going for you. You
Mhm.
know the local politics, you know the local weather, you know the local goings on, you might even know local business owners already. It's easier to
Mhm.
the other huge thing that people just so underestimate is trust. Sales is about trust, right? It's like, do I know, like, and trust you? If I know, like, and trust you, I will buy anything from you. So having a local connection is huge. And so today, if you bring in high level and we say to you, look, don't sell Facebook ads and and website design and all this other servicey stuff that doesn't scale, sell SaaS. But when you sell it local. Because the nice thing about it is, I'm telling you, the people you're selling to, they're local businesses already. Even if you niche out in something, right? Every dentist is a local business in their
Yeah.
own local area. But
Yeah.
then, so think about it. Their customer is local. They
Mhm.
buy a lot of their stuff locally. And so
Mhm.
here you are coming in from outer space saying, like, hey, I want you to buy this thing that's not local. You're really forcing a lot of paradigm shift there. And
Yeah.
they just don't create the same connection with you. In fact, dentistry is actually an interesting example. So almost every dentist in the United States gets their dental supplies from a company called Patterson Dental. Patterson Dental drives a truck up every day and drops stuff off at every local dentist. But it's a national multi-billion dollar megacorp. But what they
Mhm.
realized is that that stupid truck is the connection that they have to their customers. So they never break it. They could send through UPS, they could send through FedEx, they could make it they probably save money and make it more efficient and this and that, right? But they don't.
Mhm.
They back that truck up every day because they want that local Patterson employee to have that connection to that
Mm.
dentist trust. It's no different than when you're starting an agency. Don't niche out in an industry, niche out in local. That is what I would do.
Got you. I mean, first you want to reach out to the local audience near you, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So my next question is similar to kind of this. I think you already answered it, but I will still ask, like, what are the top three ways to get clients? Because people, like in India, if I ask you, Sean, if in India, local businesses doesn't have too much capacity to pay. For example, if you want to make a website for them, they will not able to pay even $100 for a website in India because
Yeah.
they are not even earning $300, $400 per month. So how they can pay $100?
Yes.
So
Yes.
in this case, what you would recommend that what should they try?
Well, so first of all, you're not selling a website, right? You're selling
Mhm.
outcomes. So it's super
Yeah.
simple. If you can go to a business owner and you can say, listen, for X dollars that you
Mhm.
pay me, I will give you 10X dollars or rupees in
Okay.
return, right? And that is what we're not ever talking about features. You get into features and stuff,
Mhm.
you're opening up the dialogue to like debate. Oh, I already
Yeah.
have a website. I already have this software. I already
Mhm.
have this. I already have this. That's not what you're doing. You're not selling software. You're not selling tools. You're not selling websites. You're selling outcomes, right? The
Got it.
tools you use to get those outcomes, totally different. So first of all, stay on
Mhm.
the outcomes. There's not a country in the
Mhm.
world where if you can't 10x my return, I'm not buying from you, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
From there, how do you get clients? This is easy. So first you start with people you know. So like, do you know any business owners, that kind of thing. And if you're like, oh no, I don't know anybody. I'm like, I have no idea. I couldn't connect with a business owner to save my life. Here's the thing. Every business in every area wants to know how to market their business.
Yeah.
Guarantee it. How do I market my business online? Right. And there's lots of free ways to do this. And there's lots of ways you could do this with high level things like missed call text back, chat widgets on the website, GMB chat, all that stuff. What you do is in every area they have local business groups. In the United States, they might call it BNI or they might call it the Chamber of Commerce or
Yeah.
whatever, but
Yeah.
every area has it.
Mhm.
Those organizations, they need you to provide content to their members. Now, what they don't want is a pitch. They don't want you walking in the door like, hey, I have something to sell you. That's not what I'm saying. What you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to give a free talk on how to market businesses online. You're not going to sell anything. You're not going to
Yeah.
talk about your product for sale, all this stuff, but you're going to get up on that stage. You're going to show them a presentation. You're going to show them value. You're going to show that you know what you're talking about. And I'll tell you what's going to happen at the end of the thing. They're going to come running up to you and say, hey, could you do this for me?
Yeah.
Bam, there you go. That's when you make the close. And that's how you get your clients. And that's how you get started.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. This was amazing. I mean, literally, because if you give value to the people, they will surely run up and will say, "I want to work with you," because they are not getting any presentation like this in locally near them, right?
Especially not for free, and especially not attached to a pitch. And the
Yeah.
nice thing is when you're going in through an established organization, you're
Mhm.
getting all of the goodwill
Yeah.
of that organization, right? They're members of that organization because they know that that organization is not going to allow them to be pitched to. So
Huh.
they're already members, right? They pay dues, they attend events from that organization. They're already bought in, right? So you're able to kind of coast in on on all of that. And that's how you're going to know that people actually show up to listen to you because they have this existing group of people.
Yeah. Sean, I have seen some of your team members, they are amazing. So I would like to know, like, uh, how should one build a team, right? Right. For example, in this case, in India, people are like, if they are getting some better job offer, they shift, right? I surely, I
No,
can,
not necessarily.
can see
No,
that.
no, that's not true at all. I mean, we have a lot of team members in India, so I can say that for sure.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, I mean, it depends on where you're at in your journey, but in general, like if what do we do in India? We pay in the 90th percentile.
Yeah.
We hire
Hmm.
people. we hire people based on their skills. We don't want. I think. I mean, from an American perspective, and also
Hmm.
having been around for a very long time, people make a terrible mistake with India. They always say, "Oh, I just want like a less cost person or something," which is nuts. We do the opposite. We want our people to when they tell their friends how much they get paid, we want their friends to be like, "You get paid how much? Oh my God, that's insane, right?" Because we want them to never have the option to leave. And we
Yeah.
do a ton more than that, right? So, like, we let our people work at home, which we know, in India and throughout the world, there's this call to come back to the office. So we're like, no, you work at home. And they're thrilled
Hmm.
with that. It's huge. Now we have people who are traveling and people who are doing amazing things. And we don't care. It doesn't matter to me whether you're
Hmm.
at mom and dad's house in the village or you're back in Bangalore in your cool hip apartment. I don't care. Have fun. Go crazy, right? Like, as long as you're showing up and you're doing a great job, we could care less. And I think it's about offering flexibility, responsibility, and trust to the people that you're working with as you build a team. And you're paying them what they're worth. You're not trying to nickel and dime them. Like in India, I can say, just like in the US, it's like we have full benefits, we have full medical, we have full dental, we have full retirement, we have all the things that people really look to feel like, yeah, I'm getting a really good offer. And so
Hmm.
I think what we try to do is treat people super well. And we also have like events that we pay for. We bring people to events. We bring people to both local events so that they can meet like people they work with that are on their team. We have a big whole company event where we bring everybody together for a couple of days and hang out. So we just try to go above and beyond to create the best environment for team members so that if a better offer, we try to make it so that better offer doesn't look better. It just looks, they're like, why would I want to leave? This is great.
Yeah. My next question is like, if anyone is a freelancer and want to like start the agency, because freelancing is a little bit different from agency business. So
Totally.
what should they do? For example, like
Well, actually, I don't think it has.
yeah.
This is the beautiful thing about this, right? So go back and think about what an agency used to be like. An agency actually used to be kind of heavy and hard because you had to be like, yeah, but I got to get designers and programmers and blah blah blah. There's like build this like crazy little team and all this. I mean, I wouldn't. That's all services. That's like selling,
Yeah.
SEO. This is why
Hmm.
we have SaaS. This is why we have white label SaaS. I would tell people to
Yeah.
sell this all day long. You're selling software. You're selling software under your name. It's a
Hmm.
90% profit margin product. It's incredibly scalable. It's and the work is being done by software, not by a big team. So if you're a freelancer, I would say go do that. If you're an agency, I would say go do that. It's the
Hmm.
same advice now, regardless of who we're talking about.
Awesome, awesome. So now my next question is like, what your daily routines look like?
What's my day to day look like?
Yeah,
Like
what your
this.
daily
I like to
routines?
talk to people. I love to talk to as many people as I can. I focus first on customers. I love talking to customers all the time because, in the good times and in the bad, you learn a lot from your customers, right? And staying connected to your customer, super important. Now, of course, you got to have an infrastructure behind you. So you got to know, like, on the odd day, like, it's not like I can take every customer call or anywhere near that. But
Yeah.
if I'm
Mm.
not talking to a customer, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why is my day going wrong? Because we serve our customers, right? And
Mm.
and and for me, if I show my team that I am talking to customers about whatever, there is nowhere for them to hide. No one on my team can
Mm.
say I don't talk to customers, because if the
Mhm.
CEO talks to customers, what the heck are they going to do? They can't say that, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's talking to customers. And what's funny? I love it because I mean, even when someone's calling to yell at me about something, which is always unpleasant, I learned something. Like in the middle of them saying, like, I'm so mad, blah, blah, blah. I just ask questions like, hey, so what do you do? And who do you serve? And how's it going? And this and that. And you learn a lot. And when you
Mm.
learn, you can then take that back to people and say, hey, did you know that we don't do this, or we made this change that we thought was going to be really great for these reasons, but did you know it causes big headache for these other people? And so I think it really helps you stay connected to the people that you serve.
Yeah. Sean, I have a very interesting question. Like in India, I have also interviewed so many people, right? So I have seen like when I talk to them, talk to founders, they are like, they show off a little bit and then I feel little separated. So how you keep yourself so humble?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm not I don't know, you just kind of come wired a certain way. I mean, I've been very fortunate, right? So like I've been to India 7 times in my life, and I will tell you,
Oh.
bar none, my favorite food on planet Earth. In fact, you know what's terrible? It's terrible to eat Indian food in the United States because I've had Indian food in India, so it's always just like a big letdown. You know, and but in fact, I'm coming back to. I'm so excited. I'll be back in India this year. But I think I've been able to just meet so many different people, travel the world, see so many different perspectives. And I don't know, I came from humble beginnings, and so I feel like um, I don't know, I'm just kind of wired like this. I don't think of myself as
It's just
special.
natural. It's
Just a
natural for you.
normal, I'm just a normal dude. I mean, I just, I felt lucky to be here and I love what I'm doing. And, I've been really fortunate. And I think, I think actually it's funny. I was talking to my CTO, Varun, and one of the questions they actually ask engineers, and I probably shouldn't say this because it'll get out, but I'll say it anyways. He says, they always ask, how lucky do you feel in your life? As an interview question. And one of the things they find is people who say, I feel like I've been really lucky, they tend to be really a lot better because people who see themselves as fortunate tend to have a better outlook on life than people who see themselves as
Yeah.
unfortunate, right? And so I don't know. I think luck is a big part of life, and we all have our share of good luck and bad luck. But I just think I'm just a normal guy, so why wouldn't I be excited, and why wouldn't I be humble?
Guys, I just want to tell you, like, I am in high level Facebook group. So I have seen one thing. So whenever a new feature or update comes, Sean will be posting a Loom video. Hey guys, Sean coming out from high level. And it's looked so energetic every single time, and I watched all that videos. And there is a doc, like if you go to, I think, ideas.highlevel.com, you will able to get all the updates. But I watched the Loom video because I just love it. So thank you so much, Sean, for, I mean, who like, I don't know any CEO who does that. Okay,
Oh,
so
I don't think they do. I mean, I also, I have spent a lifetime. Um, I don't know. I was a software nerd, and all my life. I mean, I mean, I like the idea that we can make life the way we want to be. You kind of have to, you have to like be the change, right? And so I just think there's like all these rules that we all grow up with, and people just tell us like you have to be like this, you have to do that. But why? It's like what's the who says that's true? And I think that if you think about everything that is innovative, in the moment it tends to be put down. It tends to be like seen as odd or weird, but then eventually it sort of becomes normal, right? And so I think the way that happens is that people are willing to go out and say, "Hey, I got a new idea, and I don't care if you don't like it. I still think it's a great idea, and I think eventually someday you're gonna love it. So I'm just gonna keep being like this, and then maybe someday you'll come around to me." And I think that that's how we change the world and make it a better place. And so if we can all just decide, like, I actually just, if you just sort of realize, like, you step out your door today and you say, look, I'm not going to do the status quo. Lots of people are going to come by and tell you you're an idiot for that. That doesn't mean you're wrong. Just because people disagree with you doesn't mean you're wrong.
yeah.
You need to do things that you think make sense because they make sense. And I think if you do it, amazingly, you might find that eventually people are like, wait a second, that's not so crazy after all. So, be okay with the fact that, if you're innovative, you're probably also going to get put down quite a bit, but that doesn't mean those people are right. They just haven't figured out that you've got a better idea yet.
Yeah, amazing. So, Sean, this is the second structure of my podcast that I do rapid fires. So, are you ready for that?
Oh, I'm as ready as I'm going to be, man.
So, here's the first question: money or fame?
Money.
Your favorite color?
Blue.
What makes you happy?
Uh, Freedom. Like choice.
Okay. Books or movies?
Oh, for what? Entertainment or education? Movies for
uh,
entertainment, books for
for
education.
okay. So, I think I got the answer. Books for education and movies for entertainment. Perfect. No,
Yes.
worries. Yeah. Calls or text?
Shah Rukh Khan for a fun time, right? Books to learn something new.
Nice. Calls or text?
Text.
Bike or car?
Uh, Car to get there faster, bike to live longer.
And,
Depends on what kind of bike. Bicycle to live longer. But bike like this, more dangerous.
Sean, I have seen like some photos of your with some cars. So which car do you have?
Electric car. That's my thing. Always electric.
Electric car. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
That's it.
I'm a huge
That's it.
fan.
That's the end of rapid
Tesla
fire
Model
round.
Y.
Okay, wow, amazing, amazing. So that's it. That's the ending of rapid fire round. Now, here's my one important question, and this is very important. It is also my personal question. So, when High Level is doing an event in India,
Ooh, I hope very soon. So, yeah, absolutely. So I think this year we are definitely doing a breakout year in terms of international.
yeah,
If it's not this year, it will be next year. Like we are going to definitely do more international events. The big thing we got to do for India first, though, and we're very close to this, is payment provider India. So we'll have
yes,
a
Razor
Razor Pay
Pay.
integration in, I think actually in the next 2 or 3 months at the most, which I think will really help out all the freelancers and entrepreneurs in India, open the
Yeah.
platform up locally. So don't worry, we haven't forgotten about Razor Pay.
This has, Razor Pay is like open, like if Razor Pay integration will be in High Level, it will open a new opportunity for all the Indians
Oh, it's
because
coming. It's
yeah,
coming.
we are like joining everything with webhook. Now we will be using Razor
Exactly.
Pay.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Well, the good news is we have a lot of team members in India, so they're very aware of how payments work there.
And Sean, you are telling that you will come India in June, right?
Yes.
So are you planning for some meetup?
Well, I'm not supposed to say. So, but it's part of. So, well, I'll do two things. So, one, we're gonna have a big event there for our entire team, and then two, I'm gonna stay over because I love India so much. So, I'm gonna bring my family. I'm gonna do my family vacation for the summer there.
Wow, amazing, amazing. And Sean, you have been in India, I think 7 times you told, right?
Yeah, all in Chennai.
Okay. So, what do you think? What is the future of India? Because population is huge and now it is growing like anything. So, what is future look like?
Oh my
What do you
gosh.
think?
I mean, the future for India is bright. You're talking about a fairly young population, highly educated, very technology centric, but also, I mean, interestingly, a lot of really cool economic diversification. So, I mean, even on the manufacturing side, it's interesting because you sort of think about developing economies like starting like a China, like starting with manufacturing, but I kind of like India is like adding manufacturing. So first it was like IT and technical services, like brain work, right? And then applying that, but having those skills and then adding manufacturing. Because I think what's going to end up happening is you guys will manufacture very high-end products just out of the gate, right? Electric cars, whatever, drones, airplanes, I don't know, but stuff that
Hmm.
like takes brains to do. You skip the t-shirt phase and all that, right? I mean, that's what's great. So I think that you take these highly skilled, highly educated tech people that are native in India. And I also am old enough to remember, like, if you were super, it used to be like, I'm super smart and I'm Indian. Oh, I guess I'm leaving. I gotta go. Like, I gotta go to the US. I gotta get, I gotta go to Canada. I gotta get out. But now you don't have to do that, right? So I
Hmm.
love that there's so many. And then it was, if you're going to say, okay, you're going to work for an American company or a European company or something. But now look at all the amazing homegrown Indian startups. I think India's startup sort of is going to become
Yeah,
a startup hotbed because you have all the right ingredients. You have incredibly intelligent people. You're starting to see a lot more funding there.
yeah.
You have a lot of people, honestly, who were pioneers who have shown that it could be done there out of the gate very successfully. So you put all that together, and I really think the sky's the limit. I think India is a fantastic place to be right now.
Awesome. So I would like to conclude this podcast. Sean, so what message, one last message you want to give to all the freelancers or agency owners?
I'm gonna just say, you look, have confidence. Get out there and do something today. Figure out like what can I do right now that's gonna make a difference. What's gonna move me forward? Even if it's just one step, a half a step, doesn't matter. Like, what are you gonna do today to take action to create something down the road for yourself? It's a great time to make that happen. And no need to wait around. No need to listen to more podcasts. Get out there and make something happen.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this podcast. And I would request you to give High Level a try, because once you start using this tool, you will like cancel all the subscription out there, because it is just one tool that will do all the magic. Yeah. So thank you so much, Sean, for accepting my invite. And I'm
Of course.
really, yeah, grateful to talk with you.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sean.